Hello and welcome to Universal Love Law. Today I'm doing the positive traits of each zodiac sign. I already did the negative traits, and like I said with that video, all of the traits may or may not apply to you. Take what works, leaves the rest, because everyone doesn't display all the negatives, and the same thing is with the positive. So you might not see yourself displaying all of these positives, and even if you do, even if you are displaying these positives, remember that um you can be doing something so positive in excess, and then it can be negative. So there's nothing that's too positive, there's nothing that's too negative. There's a learning from both. So if you are acting in a lot of these positive traits over excessing, and it can have a negative tint behind that, and that will not be so positive. So I say doing things, looking at these qualities and traits from a realistic standpoint, and not just from an egotistical standpoint, like, yeah, that's me, that's what I do, right? So let's jump right on into the Aquarius energy. So for those who have the positive Aquarius traits, these people are the fixed air. Okay, so remember, fixed is being your mind set on something, no distractions, right? Nothing pulling nothing pulling your attention into another direction. You're fixed on how you think, because this is Aquarius. It deals with communication of the mind, the mental processes. So how you think, how you communicate, and how you interpret information, how you give information, receive information, is unique, and it's your own way. So these people, even though they have a unique thing that they do, like when they, in the process and development of an Aquarian personality, they are very observant of others, and they form rebellions that create their unique personality, if that makes sense. Usually they can hop around friendships to gain a perspective of what they like and what they don't like. And ultimately they strive to be their own unique person in each relationship. So these people are very, like I say, unique from the other people around them. So when we say unique, what does that mean? That means that these people are different, okay, from people that they are interacting with, their social group, their social structure. So they have this unique ability to fit into groups and be their own self and have their own minds, their own thoughts, and their own ideas, because they're in the group. They're mentally there. They could connect in these social opportunities. They're activated even when they're alone. They're tapped into this whole collective, right? They're on their phone. They're in some sorts of information, right? They're always finding something to explore a topic, and to also be on the opposing side of it, right? Or they're going to strongly agree with the group that they're associated with, or the people, or the information, to where they become advocates for it, because the Aquarian energy also is the advocate. So these people will stand for what they believe, and they will stand with strong willpower mentally, an ability to argue you down, to prove their points, because they're very intelligent. So these people are inventive. They have these mastermind sort of ideas. A lot of them are due from either downloads, because they always say that the Aquarius energy, which is ruled by Uranus, is otherworldly. Okay, so it has this aura or essence of alien, right? Extraterrestrial, right? Something different than a human. That's what they say, right? But that's just because their ideas are so far out. They're so futuristic thinkers. They're bringing forth information channeled from higher realms. They just have ideas that other people don't have. They think outside of the box. They're quirky in that way. Bizarre, okay? And they appreciate that. That's a unique gift of them, of theirs. Um, so they can invent new things. They're very creative, new technology, right? So they're social communicators. So they, even if they're kind of introverted, they have an opinion. They have an opinion of what everybody's talking about. They formulate their opinions based on pro and con. You know, what makes sense to them, because sometimes they're able to put themselves in everyone's shoes and then also think of a whole nother point, to the argument, right? So they're very detached, which is a positive for Aquarius because they bring forth these unique ideas through their detached approach. Now, if everybody was in agreement all the time, the Aquarius energy would be of no use, right? Because it's like, we don't need you coming over here disagreeing, right? Whereas the Aquarius energy will bring forth solutions to problems, will bring forth ideas that haven't been thought of yet to improve the more positive, right? Because they are the humanitarians. They embody humanitarianism. So they are for the reforming and the positivity of humanity, the whole, the collective, not just you. And I know this will make you feel better. No, this is what will make everyone feel better and do better and be better. So this rebellious energy is a unique spirit that they all possess as well, because that's how we bring forth change to the world. The Aquarian energy rules over reformation and restructuring of an old way, thinking of new ways to transform. And if you think of it on a higher level, the Aquarius energy deals with the change that creates new life, that creates new consciousness and brings forth a new awareness, because it's always thinking higher, more elevated, or it's always thinking in advance, right? So we all might be here right now, whereas the Aquarius people, they'll be thinking advanced. These people also can be trendsetters, a very unique, popular people, right? Have a very big social group, big friend group. And the ones that don't, they have a unique purpose because they still embody that Aquarian energy. So they may be channeling that Aquarian energy in a different way. It might not be to attract a lot of friends or be popular, have this unique communication and lingo. These people are really good at mocking people. They can be very funny as well. They are also what I would like to say is a good addition to any friend group, because they are very much so group oriented, and they bring out this air, this air of free flowing ideas, right? So they have that collaborator mindset, right? So yeah, sorry. So yeah, we know that the unique thing about Aquarius is they bring forth this very otherworldly energy that is very electric, static, eccentric, and that is because Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. So they embody the Uranus characteristics, and that deals with literally electricity, okay? The powering source, the connector of energy, the magnet of energy. So these people really possess this energy that is incomprehensible. Like it's hard to truly explain the unique energy that the Aquarian embodies. It's something that is felt in the moment. So with that said, the Aquarian positive traits, another thing is they're ever changing. They're always transforming things into anew. And so, whether good or bad, used in a positive light, these people can bring forth new ideas, new solutions, like I said earlier. But it's unpredictable. So, the way in which the Aquarian energy will do this change is usually unpredictable, is not what people expected, and it can have this defensive aura because it's rebellion energy. So but that's what makes it so unique and so sensationalized and so appreciated for its honesty and its integrity and its will. So, and that's because I have this Sagittarius energy. So some signs attract more to that type of energy, whereas other signs would prefer it a different way, right? But ultimately, the Uranus Aquarian energy is more effective because of its changing so quickly and so unexpectedly, in such a detached form of emotion when it comes to whatever it is it's trying to change or whatever point it's trying to get across, if that makes sense. So, when it comes to the relationship of an Aquarian person, they are they're usually in relationships with people that are their friends first, and they're usually in relationships with people that, if it's not, if it's on a positive note, they're usually doing something for their community, or they're usually doing something together, creating a cause, or even working together, selling products together, very active in their relationship with another person. They want things to feel fresh and light. And of course, they need that connection because they are fixed air. So they need that mental connection, like we're here. But they also want the connection to be a positive a positive Aquarian energy in a relationship will be um, always accomplishing new goals together versus it being solely on the emotional aspect or the physical aspect, because these people do deal with groups. So who knows what these Aquarius people are into. Um, and yeah, so I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna be a little conservative with that, okay? I'm not gonna go jumping into being, judgmental. Do have my 7,000 Virgo, and it's not that I would be judgmental, but it would be more so like, insinuating, and I don't want to insinuate because all Aquarius is not into like all that weird wacky stuff. Some are not, but a lot could be. And so when we talk about groups and relationships, you let your mind wander. No, but yeah. So let me know what you think about this Aquarius positive traits in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and peace.